Well, hey, good day, folks, and welcome to another edition of Lumberjack Logic. I am your host, Neil Johnson, with a breaking news story. I just had to run live with this. Such great news, folks. There's a little fan noise in the background. I apologize about that, but I am not obviously in my office. Please do me a favor and smash that like if you would. Do chat in with where you're from. Really help to get this stream out there, get it going. I think I'm out of notifications for the day, so if you could help me with that, that'd be great. But this is a huge win for Trump in Pennsylvania. Massive, really. This is involving Delaware County, Pennsylvania in the 2020 election. And it's big. And this is one of those cases that I don't know how many of you follow Leah Hoops. My friend Brian or CanCon got together with her quite a bit. Chat in if you're familiar with this case, Delaware County, Pennsylvania. This is where we actually saw some destruction of evidence videos. So that was a big thing. But Oregon, Idaho, Nevada, we've got Hawaii on, New Jersey, Missouri. Good to see all you fine folks on. Also, really quickly, if you weren't aware, this coming Tuesday, at 11 o'clock, I've got my big interview with Mike Lindell. I will try to get that stream set up today so you can start sharing it, get the thumbnail made and stuff for that. So that's a big deal. So Mike Lindell will be on the show. They did just now. So it's live again, free shipping. They did that for me with Mike coming on the show. We're going to have some specials that we run on the show that day. But yeah, free shipping is back for a limited time. So go get yourself some more MyPillow products. Use promo code Lumberjack for big savings. All right, so check this out. This from Ann Vandersteel off of Twitter. Massive win for Trump in Pennsylvania. Greg Stenstrom and Leah Hoops won their legal case in Pennsylvania with co-defendant Donald Trump and can now say there was fraud in 2020. This is big and may reverse not just J6 and show the intelligence agencies at fault, but actually also show pharmaceuticals and all those who failed to sign oaths of office at fault for Pfizer damage and documents. People, this is big, okay? Stay tuned. Things are developing fast, she said. But so this is just so you know, if you want to follow her on X, my X link is below, but it's Ann Vandersteel. Okay, somebody gave me a super chat. I got to check that out. March is coming in like Fanny lying and going out with Fanny on the lam. This is great news. This is really big. I'm going to share, just to kind of bring you guys up to speed on what this case actually involves. Mr. Sausage, another great follow on Twitter, one of the people I interact with quite a bit, he said, did you know that Delaware County, because he has a good summation on this, if you hadn't been following Delaware County and the video footage that came out of there, this was, a while back now. And this is actually the first case that Trump won. Neil, go to the source for researched and verified news. Thank you, Patrick. That's a huge super chat. Geez, Alfriday, thank you. Did you know that Delaware County had historically been a red or Republican area until Soros-backed Democrat District Attorney Jack Stolzheimer broke through and won in 2019? Since that time, folks, nearly all political races at all levels have been won by Democrats in Delaware County, down to the city council and school board levels. So not just, these statewide or national races, but people, even the city council and school board levels. And if you guys remember how I relentlessly followed a single city up in New Hampshire, these things happen, okay? I'm telling you. Now, did you know that a Patriot whistleblower, filmed Democrat activist, machine warehouse supervisor Jim Savage and other county officials apparently destroying evidence when it was requested by the state legislature for an audit? Do you guys recall this? Anybody, I'm sure some of you are new to my audience, but some of you will remember all these old videos coming out of Pennsylvania. Legends of and Tales of Josie Wales. One of my people in the chat says he grew up there. So give your insights in the chat, please. So a number of you are saying you remember. Yeah, so you remember these videos and they're like, What did the one guy say on that video? I'm trying to recall this right now because it was like this whistleblower video, and it's like, wait, you can't do that. And the other's like, well, who's going to do anything about it? I can't remember. It was something to that effect, people. It was wild, okay? But that's what this lawsuit actually goes back to. Jim Savage was later allegedly filmed outside Supreme Court justices' homes to protest the overturn of Roe versus Wade. Okay? So this same person, Jim Savage, the one who is on video apparently destroying this evidence, was later allegedly filmed outside of Supreme Court justices' homes to protest overturning Roe v. Wade. Thank you so much, Lisa. I saw that super chat. Did you know that none other than Soros-backed District Attorney Jack Stolzheimer was actually tasked with investigating the footage, the video and audio evidence, and said there's no there, amazingly enough. So now I want to go on to this. So this is Gregory Stenstrom, and he shared this. But basically what happened, whoop, I dropped the paper. Sorry about that. But here's what happened. We won, no mas. The truth is a complete defense. So there was a defamation suit against them. Our defamation suit, in which we were co-defendants with President Trump, is over, with the exception of a motion for sanctions that we expect will still be heard tomorrow morning in Philadelphia. Plaintiff Savage and attorney J. Connor Corcoran have withdrawn. People, they withdrew their complaints. They do not want to go to court. This is wild. Have withdrawn their complaints less than 24 hours before they were scheduled to appear in court with Leo Hoops and myself to consider the motion for summary judgment in our favor for our truth is a complete defense and our motion for sanctions against Savage and Corcoran. So they had filed a motion for sanctions against these people because what are you going to say? The video was the video. And then they're just expecting these people to run? Leo Hoops wasn't going to run. Gregory Stenstrom wasn't going to run. Oh, I love these people. Oh, praise God. Okay. As those of you who have been following along know, we have submitted a large volume of filings with the court in preparation for tomorrow's hearing and a discovery hearing that was scheduled for the 25th of March, 2024, and we're beating them to a pulp. So see, here you go. Here's the beautiful thing. They file this lawsuit, and I'm talking about, the bad actors. They filed this lawsuit against Leah Hoops, and Gregory Stenstrom. And when they filed that lawsuit, of course, that opens up discovery. So they're going through discovery and they're bringing all this stuff to the forefront. And then the day before the hearing, these attorneys run. We have also filed similar motions to dismiss and for sanctions against Delaware County and attorneys from Duane Morris LLP and are beating their brains in there too. Duane Morris officially withdrew as attorneys this week for Newsmax and other litigation that we called out in our motions as conflicts and criminal collusion. So are you guys following along with what's going on here? So these bad actors, they're like, wait, you're defaming us. And then they file, but not only do they file for sanctions against these attorneys. Because, see, with Trump's attorneys, I love it. We got a liberal whiner on here, like to play, lock up Trump. Look at that. Anyways, I love it. I love it when you get the lefty trolls in the comments. What are you going to do? Argue with the video evidence and the court now and the fact that the lawyers are running? They're running. They don't want to try the case. Go have your little liberal tear fest, man. But to our knowledge, this is the only case against President Trump and Rudy Giuliani in the country in which we were co-defendants with them that they have won. And credit where credit is due, Leah and Greg did the heavy lifting on this. And one of the things that you'll find out about this, and I think this is so true, a lot of times you will see people file pro se and their butt's on the line and they actually stick it out. Attorneys are just there to get their paychecks and billable hours, and they like to win, but it's not as important as winning when you're the person who's being told to defame somebody and getting sued in court. Expect more wins in the near future in our march to show the problems and issues with 2020. We're going after Shapiro hard and not going to quit until they all say no mas. In other words, folks, the truth is a complete defense. This is a massive freaking win, okay? A massive win. And, you know, we all saw the video evidence back at the time and we were shocked by it. But then they tried to, actually go after these people for Leah and Greg for defamation. It's just absurd. But this is a massive win for election integrity. It's a massive win for free speech. It's a massive win for the rule of law. And you don't know what was going on in Pennsylvania. You know, I don't have time to bring it all up to speed on all this, but you can go back and look. I've got some history on Pennsylvania. My friend CanCon, but you can go and Leah Hoops, she's on X or Twitter as well, but go to Ann Vandersteel. You can go to my page on X. You know, really folks, it's a lot of times the information that I most want to get out is not the information that the massive audience wants. So you don't even see it all the time unless you're checking your subscriptions and going to my page. I've done a couple of videos lately that I thought, man, these are just the big news stories, and you guys don't even see them. You don't even see them because, you know, you're relying on YouTube to populate your homepage. Don't rely on YouTube, okay? You're gonna have to rely on going to the page yourself, checking your subscriptions, and going in and mining out the videos that you want, or you will not get the best news. All you'll get is Trump trials. They're okay with us covering Trump trials right now. And that seems to be what the bulk of people want to see. But this is the real news, people. A win like this in Pennsylvania is huge, okay? It's huge. And so just make sure you're kind of managing the information that comes to you. Again, if you just jumped on the stream, I've got an interview with Mike Lindell on Tuesday coming up, 11 a.m. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you've got those notifications on. But only 3 notifications a day go out. So if I do 4 videos or 5 videos, you won't get notifications on 2 of those. And it's all within this 24-hour period of when the first notification goes out. So sometimes I'll even do videos the next day and you won't get notifications on that. It's not that they're actually screwing up the notifications, people. I don't think, but maybe they are. I know a lot of you get unsubscribed and all that kind of stuff. So you've got to follow on other platforms, people. Follow me on X, or Locals is so great because that's where I can always get you notifications. Because Locals allows me to send you an email. So typically I use that for when I go live. So make sure you follow on Locals, and then when I go live, I send out an email. I hit the notify with an email. So you'll always know if I go live then. Typically, if I'm out sometimes in public, I don't always get all the other platforms notified, but most of the time, certainly, you will get it. And if you have an interest in hunting, fishing, outdoor activities, and that type of thing, do subscribe to my Neil of the North channel. It's just look up Neil of the North on YouTube. So anyways, thanks so much for joining me. Again, we've got the free shipping back on with MyPillow, mypillow.com, promo code Lumberjack. Mike's extending that offer to you, my audience, because you guys were so great and have been, getting a bunch of his product under that deal. And so I asked them if we could get that extended. And just today, they gave an extension on that in honor of Mike coming on the show. So anyways, I love y'all. Keep fighting a good fight. Peace out.